Hey, great Saturday evening. It is the 25th of April, and we have been at this for a month and a week. It's been a while. Frankie, what you doing, Frankie?
How's it going, everybody? Good Saturday, quarantined. Hope you all are having fun. Today, was our first day in which the county allowed us to have some rays. So I will be looking forward to hearing about those experiences, and especially our fishing buddies, to see how y'all's day went out there. So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Hey, Paul, how you doing, my man? And Leah, good evening. Good to see you. Danielle, how's it going, my man? Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here, guys. Yeah, it has been basically a fairly quiet day, I would say, in the city of Brownsville. Maybe it's been quiet because, like we mentioned yesterday and this morning, some of the restrictions have been taken off the citizens of Brownsville. Now, individuals can go out there. And Al, hey, Al, it was good to see you this afternoon. De pasadita. Good evening, Pedro. And some of the restrictions have been eased off in regards to being able to go to the beach. Marta, buenas. Vladimir, Tommy, how's it going? David, my man. Uh, it was wet. Hey, so chill. Anita, Jose, guys, Martin, Goyo, Sandy, Benny, Joe. Good evening, Lily. Yeah, it was an interesting day because it's like we want to slowly come back to getting a lot of the routines. And again, guys, one of the things that's very important. Hello, Trinidad. One of the things that's very important is we have to go at it at a very slow pace. We cannot be irresponsible. Hola, Denise can't be irresponsible in regards to coming back. Actually, I think Frankie posted a couple of articles in regards to some areas that these are tests, guys. These are individuals that are out there that are saying make sure that you're very careful in regards to bringing everything back. Go slow. There's no rush. But again, a lot of concerns in regards to a lot of the individuals who don't follow a lot of the recommendations and guidelines as closely as possible as they can. Again, an F as a letter grade to the superintendent again and the board for going out there and passing out signs. And it's kind of a weird deal because they tend to think that it's a great thing. They tend to think that it's something that that should come out in the news media and they could put it all out there. And guys, hey Carlos, gracias Carlos, thanks my man for the face mask. Guys, it's not a good thing, guys. And I even mentioned, hey, quítate de ahí, marrana. Sorry. Hey, quítate de ahí, marrana. I even texted. Sorry, guys. I even texted the superintendent and said, "Man, this is not good PR, guys. What you are doing is not good PR. It is all something that is pretty bad. De tanto poder tanto poder y el bozal necesito otro cheque para operarme las orejas. El cheque de Papi Trump." Again, guys, not a good thing. I hope we don't have to talk about it today too much. But I think a lot of individuals are nothing. The curfew is still active. We're still at 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. That hasn't changed yet. I don't think anything surprises me anymore in regards to this very dumb moves from the superintendent and the dumb moves from the school board. Miranda, are you the dude who got arrested for DWI? Yes, I am. And so again, guys, it just seems like it's a stupid move, a dumb move, and after another, it's like you want to ease off a little bit, but they keep on making a lot of these same mistakes over and over and over again. So it gets kind of like, come on, guys. It gets kind of boring. Frankie, what are we looking at today?
Today, guys, we just got some breaking news a couple hours ago. The Cameron County did make a press release in regards to more cases that we have. and Cameron County had 12 additional positive results. Um, I do have the screen at Asma. If you could bring me up very quickly.
Yeah, you ready for it?
Yes, sir. Okay, we have Cameron County with uh, 12 additional cases, and the shocker of them all today, guys, was that an 8-month-old male from Brownsville tested positive. Again, 12 overall additional COVID-19 results. One being an 8-month-old from Brownsville. Harlingen again is still seeing an increase in numbers. Here we have 4 females and 1 male, 5 total. A female from La Feria and a male 36 from San Benito. So bringing our total to Cameron County to 366. And very quickly, Erasmo, again, a quick summary: 12 additional positives. The highlight of the day was that an 8-month-old from Brownsville came back positive with the results. And Hidalgo County is also at 300. They brought back 4 positive tests for Saturday. So Hidalgo County at 300 and Cameron County at 336 for the lower Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, again, it's a very, very sad number. Again, it's a very, very sad number because, well, 8-month old. You don't expect someone that's 8-month old as to to succumb to something like this. And again, it just goes to show that we're not taking as many precautions as we should be taking in regards to the individuals that are most vulnerable in our community, guys. Este, and again, being very lax in regards to a lot of the restrictions, it's not going to help us out. I mean, si así, with the restrictions as heavy as they were, as stringent as they were, we're still out there. One of the things that I think that is very telling is in regards to the Harlingen numbers. Again, we have a 25, a 56, a 57, and a 90-year-old female. In regards to those, I will say that I'm going to guess that the 90-year-old is related to the Veranda or the Windsor nursing home. Also, probably the 79-year-old male in Harlingen. The 57 and the 56-year-old might be related to an employee or someone that was related to an employee. And the 25-year-old was either an employee or the son of the 57 and 56-year-old. And that's just a wild guess out there, guys. Again, it is being passed out from family member to family member. I think we hadn't seen someone from La Feria. We can't recall if we had seen someone from La Feria. We have a 57-year-old in La Feria who has not come in contact with anyone that is HIV positive, that is COVID-19 positive, or linked to any of the previous cases. So again, La Feria might be coming up with something that's very dramatical. The ages of the individuals in Brownsville is kind of alarming. You would have the 31, 34, 41, 58-year-old, but especially the 8-month-old. It really is a very, very sad situation. Very, very sad. Babies have no immunities. They shouldn't be out. They shouldn't be out and about. And I think it's one of the reasons why they had added those restrictions in regards to anyone under the age of 14. And I saw some pictures that were posted on Facebook that there were lots of people at the beach in Isla Blanca. That is not good. No, folks, it isn't the greatest situation. It's not good. Not if we're not maintaining the social distancing that's being required of us. Remember, there are young individuals who live in nursing homes too. Yes, very, very true, Melissa. And I'm sorry that I neglected it, but there are individuals that are, in recovery. I know that one of the musicians' kids tested positive from one of these nursing homes. I think from Signal. Is that correct? What are those?
Yeah, the lead singer from Signo, his son did test positive.
Yeah, again, I'm not familiar with with a lot of the Tejano music. I think that's what it is. What's upsetting is that there are still people that still have the mentality, no pasa nada. Those are the people that worry me, careless. Well, again, Erica, and again, people are going to say, Erasmo, you're wanting to beat a dead horse. Again, when you start acting, good evening, Eggman, when you start acting in a way, como que, hombre, there's not a big issue with it. And again, that is why what my concerns are with the superintendent and with the corrupt school board. O sea, they are giving this sense, this aura de que, hombre, there's nothing out there. Everything's okay. And because of that, individuals les empieza a valer like, hombre, not a big deal. Did you see the lines at SPI? No, did anyone take any pictures? I did. I didn't get to see the lines out there.
I got
I,
the pictures on my face. It just a few pictures of traffic that was posted on a page. But there is movement, there is traffic, there is people, a lot of people on the jetties. So they're the masses will be heading out that way.
Well, the pictures I saw in regards to the individuals at the boat ramp, they looked okay. Again, they looked okay. Again, we've got to start making ourselves responsible, folks, in regards to a lot of these different situations. We have, I mean, guys, and I say this, and I don't say this in a bad way, but if you don't care about yourself, at least give a rat's ass about your children. Care about your children and your parents. Those are the ones that are most susceptible out there, guys. I mean, if you don't I don't care. It's not a big deal. Well, it may not be a big deal for you, but consider the elderly individuals out there that may not have all the defenses that they need, or they have some underlying condition that is going to not interact well with the COVID-19. Now, anyone out there that thinks that the COVID-19 is a hoax, guys, you're not being of service to the community, and posting a lot of these things that are going out there is not helpful. Now, we've already seen and we've already discussed with some of our doctors. Dr. Samir, thank you for being here with us tonight. We've already discussed with some of our doctors out there, guys, in regards to how in the nations where it first started to happen, and all this stuff, like South Korea, we're starting to see a resurgence of it coming back. And it is said that it comes back not as light or worse than what it was first received, and that is very, very concerning. So I don't think that in any way, shape, or form we are out of the woods, and no one is using masks at the island. Per post that Clayton's posted, there isn't a lot of masks out there, and actually there should be. Ya esperaré me 2 semanas más. I know, guys. Come on, guys. I truly don't think that we have peaked yet. I don't think that we're going to necessarily start peaking and plateauing, as we've talked to a lot of the medical professionals out there. I don't think it's going to happen till June. I mean, I don't have no confidence in rebound. Thank you, Vela. I don't have very little confidence that we're going to be out of the woods come May. I don't see it. Again, and because we are in a different type of situation, we have had 2 nursing homes that have exploded. So it cannot be a good thing. Yes, that's what you said, 2 weeks. It will hit hard. Yes, I really think it will hit hard. Let's see if we can answer any more questions. So what's the total cases count for Brownsville? I think that, Niña, hazte marrana.
For Brownsville, it's 113. As of yesterday, we were at 108, if I'm not mistaken. But now we're at 113 total for the city of Brownsville.
Why is it that BISD is a mess? Are they corrupt? Could there be a change? BISD it took a very hit. Okay, BISD took a very love you too, Dr. Samir, my brother. BISD took a very big hit when it lost Sylvia Atkinson. And look, guys, I'm going to say something that I'll probably never say again. BISD at this point in time, it misses Sylvia Atkinson. Because despite the fact that she took money from an undercover agent, she was the head of the snake. She was the head of the Minerva, the Prissy, the Drew, and the Philip, and the Laura. She was the head. So she controlled everything. Once they took her out of that equation, andan como gallinas descabezada. They have no concept of how to lead. I mean, they don't. Tomorrow in the mañana, let me go, guys. Let me tell you, tomorrow morning, you're going to find me at Big E's Smokehouse. I'm going to get myself a barbacoa. But we'll talk about it a little bit more. Guys, let me tell you, guys, as soon as it's true the virus was brought to America from Europe and not China, not sure. I know it's China's fault. As much as anybody else is trying to say it's not, it's China's fault. But guys, the board is missing Sylvia. I really believe that if Sylvia was at the helm right now, there would be a little bit more order. There'll be a little bit more decisions being made that make sense. I mean, I'm not saying that she's not a rat, and I'm not saying I'm glad she's gone from BISD. What I'm saying is that these people are just too stupid and too ignorant to understand that it needs someone at the helm, someone with an ounce of leadership, and they have none. I'm sorry, little Eddie out there trying to have picture moments because to run for election is a disservice to the community. Minerva Peña, desperately wanting to get in every little picture out there. It's just sad. And Laura did the same thing, but I mean, come on, Laura, you're better than that. It's to stop. And again, all you have to do is go look at those damn pictures, guys. Again, we're out here trying to promote social distancing. We're out here trying to promote wear face masks, and they go out there and take pictures and they post them on their page. On their page, guys, when there's absolutely no social distancing, there's absolutely no mask worn in some of the pictures, and then Minerva has it here picking up her third chin. Guys, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, I'm getting to the point at the point now that I'm just getting tired of every day bringing up every single thing that they make up. And let me tell you, they give you material every single day. And that's why I heard that the lady from BISD was busted for taking money for a movie. That was one of the things that she got busted for. It was a fake movie. She was set up. It was a sting from from an undercover federal agent. The movie was non-existent movie. So yeah, you are correct. She did get cut. Hey, Oswald. Hey, Marco. Oswald. Hola, Oswald. Hey, guys, I'm trying to find, and just to put out the word out there, I need a senior, graduating senior, 2020 senior, that is willing to come on Tuesday. We might get a senior from Los Fresnos, but I'd like a senior, who's already 18, please. So I won't have any issues in regards to getting permission and stuff. But please, someone that is 18, a senior, and wouldn't mind wanting to come on Tuesday to answer some questions in regards to what is your sentiment. Please let Frankie know, let myself know, and we'll get you on to see what your feel is on it. So class of 2020, a senior, an outspoken senior, someone that could hold a conversation. Yeah. Yes, Tommy. It was a movie. It was a fake movie that was that they were used out there to get the thing. The numbers are very, very telling. We're not slowing down, guys. Anyone that thinks that we're slowing down isn't reading the numbers right. Now, take into consideration the numbers that we are being given are a day, 2 days behind. I mean, there's more cases out there. Something that Frankie said before we came on is very, very true. Very, very true. I forgot what you said. The numbers. My brain is freezing up. In regards to the numbers, we've only tested 1,500 people, if that. That is not indicative of what we are as a whole. What about a senior from BIZ? I'm looking for a senior to come on Tuesday night, graduating senior, to share their experience with us. And I think we might have. No. I would come on, but not a senior, already graduated. Well, talk to Frankie, Justin. We'll have you on. We'll have you on anyway, Justin. I actually seen some of the videos that Justin has put out there. As that we have to make them a little bit different, but yeah, you're welcome to come on, Justin. Pictures, everyone, pictures of the island. Yes, see, someone 18. I don't want to get into that trouble. Frankie, if you could message Carlos, let him know that he's having technical. I've seen device not connected for him.
Yeah, he said he's having some internet issues, but he's working on that.
Perfect. And let's see.
And in regards to the numbers at Erasmo, first of all, speaking in regards to Cameron County, the county had put a stop to when the juries would report to the courthouse to be able to serve as potential jurors, and that date was May the 4th. But lately, that has been extended at Erasmo to June the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe Erasmo, like the more days and more, maybe possibly a couple weeks that we're getting deeper into this, I think we're gonna see, obviously more numbers, but what keeps on bothering me is people still saying, oh, let's open it up, people, this is a hoax, this isn't real. We should have the option whether people want to go out and either go to a certain business. We should give them that option. We have rights and we shouldn't be forced to shelter in place if we don't want to.
Hey, bro.
So again, and one thing I did mention to you, Erasmo, before going live, was that since this shelter in place, it's been 1 month or going on 5 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And in those 4 or 5 weeks, we have 14 deaths in our county, and we have 366 positive throughout Cameron County. So where is that going to lead us? 4 weeks from now, how are we going to be in late May? Are we going to have another 14 deaths? Are we going to have another 300 300 more positive results? Again, it compared to the population, we've only tested a very small amount. If throughout the nation it's what, less than 1%, or maybe even 1%.
Less than one.
So, what do we expect? And again, we keep on repeating how our proximity, being a border city, we have that interaction with Matamoros and Mexico. And just lately, Erasmo, the state of Tamaulipas has taken a stance in regards to being more strict with the face masks. And now if you're in a vehicle in Tamaulipas, you could only be out on certain days based on the license plate number.
Right.
So again, that's my question. Where are we going to be next month in late May? Are we still going to see a rise in numbers? Are our numbers going to be in the 700s? Are the deaths going to be in the high 20s? What is it going to look like for business owners? Would the county or would the governor take a step back in regards to opening up shop, so to speak? So that's something that I want us to follow along carefully. Again, in 1 month we've had 14 deaths and over 300 positives. Where exactly are we going to be next month? That's something to question.
Well, again, one of the things that we all have to take into consideration, we're in a different situation than anyone out there, man. Again, we're in a different situation than Hidalgo. We're in a different situation than any other city north of us, and probably south of Houston. In the respect that we have a port, we have 3 bridges out there, as and we have individuals coming in everywhere. From all entries, all ports of entry here in Brownsville. And again, one of the things that has been concerning is like a lot of these individuals that are going out there to Matamoros. There is a lot of precaution when you go into Matamoros. I mean, they are doing a lot of checking there. We're not doing that much checking here in regards to coming back into the United States. That is kind of concerning. Now, I think the numbers that we received from Tamaulipas were like 70 or something. Again, guys, I don't think those 70 are correct. And again, if we have had limited testing here in Cameron County, we have to understand that in Tamaulipas they've had super extra limited counting out there. So again, how many people are actually positive out in Matamoros? How many people that are constantly coming over from Matamoros are positive? Just don't know. Just don't know. But again, I trust Tamaulipas and Mexico's numbers just as much as I trust Wuhan's and China numbers. And I surely don't. Do know that on Monday we will have a show at 3 o'clock for our Spanish speakers. Para las personas que hablan español, estaremos aquí el lunes a las 3 de la tarde. El peligro continúa. Si salen, sea con protección fuerte. Yo creo que ahí está la clave, no necesariamente encerrados, pero protegidos. Bueno, parte de ello es que es el problema de que si mantenemos a las personas con muchísimas libertades, O sea, siempre van a querer tomar un poquito más, unos cuantos pasos más de lo que debiesen, y ese es parte del problema. You give a man an inch, and he's going to take a mile, and that's the problem that we have here. Again, I'm all for doing things like I was all for fishing because again, I don't think fishing uh, uh, causes a lot of individuals to go against the social distancing, which we already know is probably the only thing that's going to maintain us slow. Again, slow us down in regards to getting more positives and more deaths. So again, guys, that's why I was so pro fishing, and I think Carlos is on, which we already know, is probably the only thing that's going to again slow us down in regards to getting more positives and more deaths. So it's that again. Carlos stuck in this stuff. Will you let him know, Frankie? Thanks. So are we going to buckle the pressure and open up like Georgia? I don't think that and again, I don't want to second guess Georgia out there.
Hola, guys.
Good evening.
How's it going?
I think that I don't want to second guess what Georgia is doing. I mean, I hope that they're taking into account what's best for their state, and that the different counties out there are going to also as well. Counties out there are also going to be.
Sorry about that, guys.
Rookie. A lot of different counties out there are also out in Georgia. To make sure that they're going to be okay. All you illegals and Mexicans need to go back to where you're from. We do not want you in the United States. Kyle, keep me, Kyle. Kick everybody else out. 14 deaths when we had restrictions. Just imagine how many positives. And God forbid deaths now that we have eased off of the restrictions. And I agree with nothing. Again, it blows my mind that we are at such a level that we really haven't peaked yet. We're continuously still getting a lot of these positives, and a lot of the positives have not been reported. We've been consistent in regards to death. I hear that there might be some other deaths that we're probably going to find out in the next couple of days. Again, guys, I just don't think it's time. I don't think it's time. But again, I understand that the judge, is being pressured, and the governor is out there already making a statement.
I don't.
Making out there different statements in regards to to what's going on. I completely understand. Again, I just think it is too soon. Too soon, Frankie.
Yeah, my take is economics. Again, money makes the world go round. We saw how quickly the number of unemployment went up throughout the U.S. And more importantly, went up in the state of Texas. So the state has a difficult decision. Do we continue to fulfill this obligation of having a high number of people on unemployment, or do we take back that money, get them off of unemployment, and then have them work? Again, it's the simple analogy of, if you're not having a steady flow of income coming in, how can you keep people on payroll for business owners? Well, same thing for the state. So it's going to be very hard to alleviate that. But that's Erasmo and Carlos. That's what I feel is the reasoning behind this. It's all economics. So I think the state of Texas is under a heavy burden, and all states throughout the U.S. That they're feeling the pinch, so to speak. So I think that instead of having, and I hate to say this word, dead money or dead weight on their payroll in regards to paying a large volume of unemployment, they prefer to open up shop, take away that deficit, and have the American workers, or in our case, have Texans work instead of receiving unemployment.
I see people on Facebook still posting going on quinces, parties, large get-togethers in Matamoros. I hope they start setting rules. Again, I've been saying that we need to close the borders for weeks now, and nothing. Is this live? discussion ways of Mexicans to jump the wall. I will call ICE on you, wetback. We're already here, Kyle. A little bit too late, my man. We're already on this side. Carlos, need to go back to shelter in place, close everything again. I agree. What was that? Does he realize where he is? Kyle! Imagine how many of us are walking around with COVID and we don't even know it. I agree with Melissa. Yeah. Need to go back to shelter in place, close everything again. Volume. Would you let them know about the volume, Frankie?
Yeah.
Kinina Paredes. Hi.
I'm back. Hello.
Imagine how many of us are walking around with. Stop biting your nails, Carlos. How the fastest way to get the virus? You don't know about? No, he still has the volume on, Frankie. The fastest way to get the virus to go away is all Mexicans go back home. They're the biggest virus in the United States. Okay.
There, better.
Mr. Sondo, yes, better. Please wear gloves. A lost soul lost in bridge. You're late, Carlos Elizondo. Sorry, he's very late.
If we could get our take, Carlos's take, in regards to again, welcome, Carlos Elizondo. Glad you're here. Previously, when we just started the segment, Erasmo had advised the viewers in regards to today's positive tests, and I wanted to get your take on it. Today, the county revealed 12 additional positives, bringing the total number to 366. And one of those, Carlos, is an 8-month-year-old male from the city of Brownsville. Just wanted to get your take on today's news.
Well, like we've been saying for the last, how long has it been, Erasmo? Over 3 weeks that we've been telling that this is going to get out of hand. Now it's affecting the most vulnerable people. We said that before Veranda actually came out and said, you know what, we have a problem here. It was only because Erasmo was given an audio recording of someone's cry out for help, saying, you know what, there's a problem here. If not, we wouldn't have found out. Nobody would have known till maybe 2 or 3 weeks later. In this case, now this virus is infecting the most vulnerable, all children. Same thing with BISD. Now you're expecting teachers to go back. I mean, we continue to beat the dead horse, right? I mean, it's just getting to that point. And now you're looking at an 8-month-old. I mean, what kind of a chance does this individual, this baby have other than prayers? The only thing we can do for him is pray, and hopefully the doctors and nurses are on their A game. But you're talking about someone that's been working over 24-hour shifts at the most. They don't sleep. They're stressed out. You go back into the hospital because their pool of nurses, their pool of doctors is so small. The paramedics as well. City of Brownsville only has so many paramedics. You're burning these people to the point to where they're completely exhausted. So what are you doing? You're not putting them in a position of war like we've been saying. This is an all-out war. You're getting a soldier who's out there, who's tired, who's not sleeping, who's been affected by being isolated, not coming home to their family. I mean, just depressed. You got this post-traumatic stress disorder because of all this virus, and you're still forcing these individuals to go be there on their A game. An 8-month-old requires the best nurses, which is your pediatric nurses and your pediatric doctors. They're specialists in this field. But what do you do when you've tired the horse out? What happens? It stops working. It stops functioning at 100%. What's happening? Now we're realizing that it's affecting not only our elderly, but it's affecting our babies. What is this going to do? What is BIZ going to do? What is the city, the county, and stuff like that? We do have individuals like Mayor Trey Mendez. He's doing the best he can. But obviously, that's probably not enough. You have other commissioners who are not doing it. They're just sitting in the back seat, riding this train. Hopefully, Trey Mendez, like they're saying, is going to guide them into the sunrise, right? While you have all these other individuals who are not doing a damn thing.
Nothing.
I haven't heard anything from Benice. I haven't heard anything from Joel Munguia. I haven't heard anything from Cowan. I haven't heard anything from Dr. Gowan. I haven't heard anything from anybody else. The health department is completely, I guess there's ghosts or there's tumbleweeds in the health department of the city of Brownsville. ghosts and tumbleweeds in the department of the Brownsville Fire Department EMS. The guys cannot run this by themselves. I mean, if you allow them to, the paramedics and the firefighters are beyond, wanting to risk their lives to be able to successfully help anybody here. But you got a chief who's an idiot. You know, I like to use that word just like Erasmo does. But leading the Brownsville Fire Department,
As a
more
teacher,
capable individuals there to do the right thing. But now a kid, an 8-month-old, I pray, and we all pray that his life is spared or her life is spared.
amen. As a teacher, I'm thinking ahead of 2021 school year. Walking into school without a vaccine, it's going to be tough. There will have to be preventive measures that will have, Patty, it will be almost impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible because there is going to be no vaccine by August. We're still probably going to be seeing different cases out there and positives as soon as we start getting more testing done in this area. It's inconceivable. That is why it makes no sense that this board constantly wants to, and this superintendent wants to force teachers and staff to go back into the classrooms. It makes absolutely no sense to anyone. Now, I learned yesterday that we have a teacher and a student at one of our middle schools that have tested positive. Again, why is the school district keeping it quiet? Why have they not gone out there and made mention in regards to what's going on? It baffles the mind, and they don't, and they won't bring it out into the public because it destroys their narrative of everything's okay. I mean, we saw them out there.
But I mean, to put people at risk, to put our most valuable resources, which are the kids and the teachers. Why would you want to put them out? Go send them into a classroom for what? To go look at walls? What are they going to do there?
Nothing.
What is it? What is the force driving these individuals to want to put these people back to work when nobody else is going to be there? I mean, is it money, Erasmo? Is it that they don't want to say, you know what, Erasmo and Frankie were right? What is it,
guys? Guys, I have a question in regards to going back. Is it obviously it is all financials, but something that we did speak about was that I believe that they wanted the people to go back in order to end the school year early, but also because it's a numbers game. Numbers are due to the state. TEA involves SPED and compliance, and I'm sure with other departments like at-risk bilingual, money is provided this way to districts, but teachers not sure. So is there an urgency, Erasmo, to let's get these people in to the school district so they can work on the numbers, send it to the state, so we can get for fear of that we might not get the money? Or is it more of a what has been said on this podcast, more of a control thing?
Well, it's a control thing. It's definitely a control thing. I'll say this again. They had their town hall meeting where they had the Commissioner of Education for TEA, Mike Morath, out there. And Mike Morath specifically directed an answer away from one of the questions that they asked. And he made mention that the money was already there. The money was already allotted. They had the money. The money was there, 100%.
What is it? What is it? You're right, Erasmo. We're wrong.
Yeah, exactamente. I think
let's put our teachers and have more of them die, or even some of them die, then say, okay, we screwed up. Rene Gutierrez, I'm sorry. I'm the superintendent. I screwed up. I should have just, gone with what the right thing to do, and give these teachers the time off to stay home, protect themselves, protect their family. But now, screw all that. Let's risk everybody's life. Now we have an 8-month-old who has a potential life-threatening, virus. What is it?
It's definitely a power move. It's mine or bigger than anybody else's. I mean, you could see that guy. Look, you could see that in the reaction that they had against the mayor of the city of Brownsville. I mean, it's very, very blatant, very obvious. The mayor of the city of Brownsville had been speaking with the superintendent for weeks, for 10 days.
The mayor is taking a big old risk, I mean, he just started and he's taking this risk, but he's doing it for the right reasons. He's
Yeah.
going out there saying, you know what? I understand people are not making money. I understand that businesses are closing. I understand that things are happening. But you know what? I'm going to take the responsibility of saying, you know what? Stay at home, save lives, then say, you know what? Go ahead, lollygag out there, do whatever you're doing, and then contract the virus and have a potential death. I'm sorry to you, but I didn't do the right thing. I didn't keep you away from this virus. We have an 8-month-old infected. What's going to happen?
Well, again, it's a power move. It's a power struggle. It's like, oh, you can't control us. You can't tell us what to do. That was a statement that was put out by the board attorney, Baltasar Salazar, where he said your mandate is void and unenforceable. I mean, literally, it was a blatant disrespect for a process, for order. It's a power struggle. It's a power move. So whenever anyone's out there saying, guys, y'all have to take action because this and this and this is going to happen, they feel that no one can tell them to what to do. So as much as we've been saying it for weeks, they've been doing everything they can in order to do completely the opposite. And the only thing that they've done, the only thing that has happened is that they made themselves look like bigger fools than they already are.
But at
No,
whose expense? At
at the
whose
expense
expense?
of our students, our teachers, and our community. So it's best to stay home for how long? What's the plan? What do you suggest? What I suggest very little, Loops. I suggest that we follow the experts' guidelines, recommendations, and suggestions. I have been watching the task force up at the White House and paying attention to the recommendations of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx. And it's very, very simple. Until we hit that plateau, we start to come down in the numbers. That is when we could start to ease off a lot of the restrictions that are being placed in regards to individuals being out and about. Ahora, take into account one thing, Loops, and something that this Kyle, and I've already blocked him, guys, no worry. But something that this Kyle was saying, what this Kyle was saying, you know, as crazy as racist as he may sound, there's some truth to it, guys, in this respect. And listen to what I'm saying. We're Mexican.
You're talking about closing the border, correct?
Well, we're Mexican. What I'm trying to say is we cannot help ourselves. You know, for us, maybe para los gringos allá in Kentucky and South Carolina or any other state, maybe para los gringos allá, it's very easy to say, hey, no handshakes, distance yourself. It's easier for them than it is for us because we are a people of abrazo and beso. You know, yo abrazo y beso hasta ti te beso, Loops. You know, that's just the way we are. We're that type of people. And because of that, it's harder for us, you know, to fall into that play. But we have to have some mandates placed for our own good. Now, I've been saying about the fishing. I think the fishing is okay. Again, based on a lot of the recommendations the CDC has placed forward and what the experts have said. So again, I don't think it's more of a what would I suggest? I suggest that we listen to the experts and also take into account our culture out there because our culture is very, very different. Now, something that Frankie just mentioned that I want to touch on, guys. Our classified staff, our people out there, they're not getting the $100, the $100 stipends. They're not getting that money, man. That's how agarrado. That's how mean spirited this district is. O sea, come on, guys. What happened to? We're all in this together. What about this? Oh, okay. We care about everybody. It's not
They're all they're all in it together until they get the virus. Then they're all on their own. You know, it's like the message. They consistently tell you to go to the BIZ website. Well, the BIZ website is whatever they put on it, just like the Browser Herald. It sucks. You know,
yes.
there's it's only one sided. What kind of information you can get from them unless it's just whatever they want to put out? They control the narrative. You know, they're not controlling the narrative on Browser Talk. We are talking about what the reality is, what the information that we're receiving. We're trying to put out as much information out there to help everybody out, to protect them, to try and save them from this. You know, I wish they would have listened with this 8-month-old, right? You know, what's happening with BIZ is they're trying to control the narrative. At this point, they've lost control of BIZ. The ship is gone. It's going to sink. You know, what do? One of them was saying, the sky's not falling. Well, the sky is falling for that family of that 8-month old. The sky is falling for that person who had already died from veranda. The sky is falling for those people that had been contacted with this virus because the information was not given to them. What are they trying to do? They're controlling the narrative, man.
Yes, unfortunately, they are controlling the narrative, and that's what happens. Now again, guys, Patty is right. As an adult, I know how to social distance. We're a little bit more responsible, have good personal hygiene. Most of us, except Frankie, our kiddos indeed in the classroom. The classroom is a cesspool of germs. Patty, you are exactly right. Exactly right. So again, take into consideration that a lot of these kids, that they're kids. They don't understand. A lot of them don't understand what's going on, and they're not going to understand the social distancing. You're going to tell a 6, 7, 8-year old in regards to don't hug that kid, don't get close to that kid. It's not going to happen, guys.
Don't drink from the juice cup. Don't drink from the juice cup.
It's not going to happen. You would need to double or triple the staff, guys, in order to halfway maintain. Now, something that Pati mentioned is very, very true, guys. And we've been saying it for weeks now, a month now, guys. End the school year, start preparing for 2021. That's what we have to do because we're not ready for 2019, 2020. How the heck are we supposed to be ready for 2020, 2021? It's not going to happen, guys. We need to end this school year now. Have everyone out there, all our teachers, all our personnel focused on 2021 only. But what's happening right now is that all our teachers, all our classified staff, everyone out there, they're all stressing, and everything is going through the roof, and all because of the stupid superintendent and the corrupt board that want to go around delivering stupid signs. And I'm sorry, and parents are receiving it, God bless y'all, but passing out signs, placing families in danger, and embedding in the minds of people, that no pasa nada, everything's okay, everything's all right, no pasa nada. It's the culture. It is 100% the culture, porque somos cabezones, malentendidos, no queremos pescar, no queremos tomar consejo, and that's what's going to screw us. That's what has been screwing us. But it's not only the culture, it's the stupid leadership that's supposed to be setting the example, and they are absolutely positively not. They are teaching by their actions, because guys, we learn from actions by seeing other individuals. So I had a question last night and I never got an answer. Does Maximus in Brownsville not have a work at home option like Edinburgh Maximus does? Unfortunately, no. And I'll tell you why, Melissa, because no one out there gives a rat's behind. We have been calling out Maximus. We have been calling out all these different little work groups from the city, from PUB, from the ones that are out there constructing the Hannah Gym, for goodness sakes, the people at Southwestern Keys, the CHS. We've been calling them out for weeks. No one has done a damn thing about it. And what happens today, Frankie? We learned that a crew of individuals that were out there working all of a sudden came out what?
Positive.
They came out positive, guys. And then another one came out positive. Another one reached out to me. One of those crew members reached out again to me today. Said, Erasmo, I'm positive too. Guys, it's an issue, guys. And we're not out of the woods. So no, Melissa, Maximus has the opportunity to have individuals working from home. I would say almost 100% of their people. But will they do it? No, because it's going to cost them an extra dollar. And at the end of the day, anyone that works for these organizations know that the bottom line isn't the health, the well-being, the safety of the people that work there. It is the mighty dollar. And let me tell you, if anyone thinks that BISD, the stupid superintendent, the corrupt board isn't the same, y'all are just idiots. Idiots. And I'm getting so frustrated and tired with the kiss asses out there. The ones that are out there kissing the butts of administration and kissing the butts of the stupid board members. We had Cindy out there, Cindy Arellano. I don't know if she's on tonight. Cindy
She's on.
Arellano posted.
Where's
It
she on?
takes guts, guys. It takes guts to go out there and to call these people out. It takes guts. She goes out there, says, "We want you to answer some questions, Superintendent." And what happens? That Remy guy, an idiot, goes out there and slams her. And then this other chick, Monica, whatever, Eisenhower or something crap, whatever her name is, out there slamming her as well and saying, Frankie and Erasmo stupidity. And let me tell you, Monica, whoever you are, you're not blocked from this page. You're probably watching this right now. So I don't know what the heck you're talking about in regards to, we blocked you and your stupidity, because I just checked right before we came on. But it's you all people that are the problem for the city of Brownsville, because instead of hearing the truth, of accepting the truth, instead of fighting for what is right for our children, our staff, our teachers, our community, no, a fuerza, you want to pucker up and put it right on Minerva's butthole. Keep on doing it all you want, guys, really. But it's a disservice to the community. It's a disservice to our people, guys. It really, really is. And it is frustrating because the more you do it, the more you harm other individuals. And let me tell you something. It's like a friend of mine, and I love him to death. He was out there saying, well, BISD, and it's voluntary. And I sent him a private message because he's a friend of mine, and you know who you are, my man. I love him to death. And I said, you know better than anyone that voluntary is not voluntary for this district. It is not. Second of all, and I didn't mention this, but I'll say it now, guys. Look, guys, if you're in a situation where you have no children at home, you and your husband, or you by yourself, you can say, yeah, man, I'll go work off of campus. Not a big deal. But I want you to take into consideration that your colleagues have children. Your colleagues out there aren't in the same disposition as you are. Man, be unified with them, man. Solidarity and fight for rights.
I don't know, and Frankie, maybe this is you're the smarter of us here. Don't you think that by all this action, superintendent, maybe he's doing something. What I see is what he's doing is he's trying to he's gonna divert all these individuals to get upset, pissed off at BISD and say, you know what? Well, let's leave the BISD founding. Let's go to IDEA. Maybe IDEA is better. Maybe they've got their things under control. Maybe they do want to respect their teachers better. Maybe they do want to be able to take care of the kids better, because BISD is not showing that. IDEA has gone out and above beyond to help their employees, to keep them safe, to stay home, that they're not pushing their employees to go back to work.
No.
And pushing their kids to go back to school.
No.
They're take care of what they have, which is their future. Here, BISD is just stomping over our employees, stomping over the teachers, the administrators, shitting all over everybody, and then they're trying to expose our kids. And they say, well, the kids don't have to go back to school. Yeah, but a lot of the kids who are in BISD have parents as teachers, and they want to force the teachers to go back. They want to force the counselors to go back. Guess what? If they get the virus at school or wherever they go, because they're leaving home, and they bring it back to the kids, guess what? They are affecting the most valuable asset that the school district has, our kids. What are they trying to do?
And Erasmo, I just got a message from a teacher at BISD, and a message says they want teachers to go and work on paperwork on students' personal record cards, because those are legal documents that cannot leave school office. They have them under lock and key. And I said, hey, do you want to go back? And she says, as a teacher, no teacher I know wants to go back.
It's crazy. And let me tell you guys,
they have everything online. They have everything online. They have passwords. They have access to these records. Come on, that's a bunch of BS.
It is bullshit.
There's not a filing cabinet in the principal, like when I used to be at Pettis with Mr. Kinnison, pull out that big old filing cabinet and get your file out. Come on, that doesn't happen anymore. Everything is through internet. Everything is through server. There's IT. Well, except for at BISD, we only have 4 guys in IT, dude. Maybe that's why. I don't understand it. But that is a bunch of BS. That's an excuse. It's like saying, what, you have to go in there because someone has to turn on the lights for the Rivera High School kiosk, show that we're there, or turn off the AC. I don't know. That's a bunch of BS, Frankie. Come on. Everything now.
The other thing that was mentioned out there is in regards to teachers that they're wanting the teachers to come in to sign the contracts. Guys, that is another lie. That is another
Bullshit.
All that is online. It can be easily done. Mike Marath, Commissioner of Education, already made mention that it does not. They do not even have to be signed. I mean, they automatically are going to be passing because of the situation that we're in, guys. They can sign online. They can submit it back, send it, and submit it back. But now a lot of principals are again, and guys, principals, Jesus, man, y'all need to start really, really focusing on being a little bit more congruent in regards to a lot of the stuff that you're asking from your employees, because there's too many principals out there. One principal says one thing, one principal says the other thing. And guys, principals, I'm sorry, and I know some principals out there that are really protecting their staff and their teachers, and my hat's off to you. And there's some principals that are doing it, and I'd like to call out their names, but I'm not going to. Some principals that don't have a good relationship with me, that we don't have a great relationship.
Yeah.
But I'll say, who does? But I'm saying that, hey, I appreciate that what y'all are doing to your for your teachers, and it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unnoticed by me. Why didn't the police arrest the superintendent, the board members for disobeying the city orders? Evidence their own BISD pictures, because I'm going to say at this point the city doesn't really know what to do. I mean, they are in civil disobedience. They are in civil disobedience, and again. Again, the question is, guys, what would happen? What would happen in the city of Brownsville if it was you or me out there? Think of this. If it was me, you or me out there,
taking pictures,
all hugging together in the middle of Price Road, and then going to people's houses, guys, doing something that is not essential, you and I would get a ticket up to $1,000, or we would be spending 6 months in jail. No me tranquilo, Lopez. BISD should send stimulus check to the teachers. Let me tell you, Peter, they should send something to the teachers, because $100 a month is nothing. And then
that they haven't even received.
They haven't even received yet, and then they're not sending it to all the staff, guys. Come on, man. And Cindy's right. It's all about the money. And once it starts becoming about the money, man, it's just a sad situation. Everyone, no te alteres, Erasmo, inhala. William, pick her up. Ryan, we'll see you on Monday, Ryan. 9 p.m. Ryan.
Monday night,
my man. Again, guys, I lost the. I actually had the topics for tonight, but again, it's very disheartening.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
They got him riled up.
It's very disheartening, guys. It really is. It's disheartening because, it's disheartening because there's ways of doing things correctly, a right way. There's a right way to do things, guys. And unfortunately, it seems like these people are so adamant to do the wrong thing. And I mean, honestly, it boggles my mind. It really trips me out how stupid these people are. How really, really stupid these people are. I honestly don't get it. Come on, Castro. I'm trying, Hernandez. Here at Rivera, we got a data wall that the superintendent never really saw but wanted. Again, superintendent doesn't even know con cuántas llena el vato. Our city is being opened too soon. I agree 100%. Where is the teacher stimulus for working under disaster declaration BISD? Maribel.
Good luck.
No les pueden mandar los $100. Thank you, Janet. They can't send you $100. They're not going to send you any other disaster relief funds, guys. No. I mean, guys, it's time, guys, for you to stand up and be heard. And I mean, and I want you to stand up and be heard in November of this year. But I also want you to stand up and be heard now. We're not ready. We're definitely not ready. Neta que sí, Benny. Drop the mic back. Castro is on fire.
Castro, don't follow my team because now you're gonna burn.
Castro's always on fire, baby. So yeah, the superintendent is just show, no action. It's puro show. It's all it is. Come on. Yeah, I agree. Those PRCs aren't digitized. What I'm trying to say is that I would say, in regards to the PRCs, is that there's got to be a different way where you don't have to come onto the campus, especially when already not only the mayor of the city of Brownsville, but the governor of the state of Texas has already stated and declared it's closed. It's done. Now, there's going to be a lot of leeway. You know this, Ryan. I know that IDEA applied for a lot of different waivers in order to help its personnel and to help its students. A lot of waivers. You know that we have applied for hardly anything because they have spent more time finding me than they have out there protecting their teachers, and it is embarrassing for them. I mean, guys, I appreciate that y'all make me y'all make me relevant. They make me 10 times more relevant. And that's what eats them up inside. They hate it. They hate that for the past 5 weeks, we have been on here. We still have PRCs. Guys, PRCs can wait. It's not a thing. Again, we're closed. Come sign them later on. It's not a big old necessity. We've gotten a lot of we have waivers. Guys, it's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. Contracts online through Power School, 100%.
I just got a message at Erasmo that they will be sending the contracts through email.
Yes.
And they're supposed to sign them and send them back. That they had a Zoom meeting today and their boss told them.
Yeah, but again, this is what happens. This is probably coming from one school. Okay. Other campuses.
Oh, it's different.
It's very different. Other campuses are saying something different. What Frankie just said is very true. And again, some of the principals are saying, yes, contracts is already done. They're in the mail. Sign them, send them back. Not an issue. But some of the principals out there are out there going, nope, gonna have to come in, sign. And what they've already told the principals is give them a list where they're going to do some rotations so that they can do their voluntary work. Because voluntary is not voluntary. The PRCs are a pain in the ass for teachers. Again,
Erasmo, another thing is that there's a question here that says that the truth is that the principal administrators need the counselors to work their behinds off to get the year going with master schedules because some don't have an idea on what to do. But I mean, the counselors have been working, and they have been working in conjunction with the PEMS administrators and are working very hard at home. They continue to force these people. The counselors are not getting a dime from the school district because you know what? Where's the money? It was gone before. That's why there's someone going to federal prison because of this. This is the reason why this is the ripple effect. We're actually in the tidal wave now because of the actions that some of these board members did prior to this COVID-19. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to figure out how they're going to be able to plug all these damn holes. And Rene Gutierrez is the worst person to do it. We need to pack. We need to get his little luggage, send them packing back home, take his deputy administration with them because they're screwing up BISD.
Again, with the PRCs, guys, I'm sorry, guys. Somebody needs to request a waiver from TEA or get some clarification. Look, guys, we had the commissioner. Okay, guys, y'all know because a lot of y'all were on there. BISD had the TEA Educational Commissioner Mike Morath online. These are the questions that we're needing to ask in regards to getting some clarification. These are the questions. But you know what? They answered 5 questions that no one really, that you didn't need a rocket science to be a rocket scientist in order to get the answers to, guys. They didn't ask about the food, about the children going back and forth. They didn't ask in regards to if they could end the school year if they had that option, which they do. They didn't ask in regards to other different types of waivers that could be out there in regards to putting an end to all this. They asked nothing. Oh my God. The ones complaining about the mouth covers, the county judge and the mayor were great, proactive with a city with multiple ports. I work in Los Fresnos, have an amazing superintendent, an amazing principal. I graduated from Porter and love my city, Brownsville. Let me tell you, Guillermina, the superintendent from Harlingen and the superintendent from Los Fresnos have done an amazing job to the point that.
Erasmo, why? The question is why?
No, because they're invested in the community?
Because they want to make sure that their kids are the most successful kids that they have in their program, and they protect their teachers. They care little or nothing at all to be able to pocket money from these huge contracts that BIZ has. You know, I just it goes back to money. You know, you cannot risk our children's lives for some stupid money that is not going to be, or that is going to be short lived. Just look at one of the board members. Her take on it has been short lived, and now she's facing federal charges. Do the right thing. Get the teachers what they need. Get the employees what they have to have, and get the kids back on track for next year. You've said it. Frankie has said it. I've said it. The mayor of the city of Brownsville has said it, but BIZ refuses to listen to authority.
Refuses. We have kisses at every rank, beginning with the principals kissing up and getting credit for what they don't know how to do and don't do. People offering to go to the school. I see, and that's part of the problem, Rita. Those are the people that they're going to be on those lists of volunteers. And again, they're not going to people. And what amazes me is that there's still some teachers out there, some BIZ personnel that think, well, it's voluntary. They didn't say that they had to go. Shut up, man. Come on. Volunteer or you're fired. Exactamente, guys. Yep. We know the process, guys. You volunteer or else you are you're not a team player.
And teachers are not volunteers, they're educators. They need to be paid what they're due.
Counselors are not getting a stipend either. You are
not. Counselors are not getting a second. I'm telling you, I sleep with one every night. Yeah, mira.
Not a dime.
These people are getting.
It's a slap in the face to our personnel. A slap in the face for me. Vas a venir a firmar el contrato. Exactamente. That's the attitude. DocuSign people. DocuSign everything. Carlos, you're exactly right. Finally, someone says he's right. Well said, Elizondo. Carlos, you are so right on. Sarah Lucio was a moderator. He didn't tell us what he's doing in Austin for Brownsville. Let me tell you, he didn't do himself any favors by moderating that forum. Not a one. Voluntold. Erica, you are exactly correct. There's nothing about volunteering in that whole little process. Again, guys, going back to the questions in regards to Maximus, and again, I'm concerned. I'm concerned. And again, the story came out today by Juan Montoya and the Run. If you live in the rural areas of Cameron County Commission Precinct 4, don't expect the usual road crew there to come and remove or install driveway pipe or trim. Word has leaked from the Sieve-like County that all of the precinct's road crews have been sidelined and have been put into mandatory quarantine after one of their co-workers tested positive for the virus. He allegedly contracted the virus after talking with a crew member of a neighboring water district who later tested positive. Is that water district's crews and workers' family, friends also in quarantine? We don't know. But we learned today that there was actually another one part of that crew that also has tested positive. Again, guys, it's a mess, guys. It's a mess. And again, a lot of the big stores, Walmart, Southwestern Keys, Maximus, ¿cuál es el otro? Carlton, no me acuerdo. Guys, a lot of these places, Amphils, now we know that they finally admitted that they have at least two. Guys, we're not in clear waters, guys. Look,
the peak. I mean, that's what people don't understand. Yeah. Frankie's been saying it. He's been keeping an eye on it. You have been keeping an eye on it. The peak is yet to come.
Yet to come.
Now you're seeing it. You just brought up an 8-month-old baby. How many people will not give their life up for a child? And you're exposing the most vulnerable people of our community. What is it going to take for these individuals, the superintendent, to say it's over? I'm sorry. I have screwed up. We understand he's human. He's going to make mistakes. Stop making the same mistake over and over and over because of your stupid pride.
Yeah, again, guys, there's absolutely no leadership there. Rita, what I was saying is that some principals make it look like they run the show. Oh, yeah, we know. Unfortunately, we need a lot of change at BISD, folks. I mean, we need a lot of change at all.
Comes in November.
November's going to give us all that opportunity, but there is an opportunity for change. Let's see, Peter. lost you. Coach Ramirez. I know Ramirez. Peter. Peter. Peter and I went to school together, actually. A Peter le decíamos el karateca allá en La Pora. La Pora. Any other topics on there, Frankie?
You guys want to give your predictions, or shall we wait till tomorrow?
Let's see. We had some other stuff on there, no? Let me see. Just check.
We had numbers. We had Cameron County. We had hoax.
The hoax is not true. I mean, the 8-month-old child, that just tells you there is no hoax. That's dead, Frankie.
Yeah, again, guys, it's very, very irresponsible for anyone, especially an elected official on the board president, to come out. He's to come out and say that it's a hoax. She's an idiot.
As a father of three girls, if my child was 8 months old and got this because of some stupid idiot that's in charge, believe me, there'd be hell to pay. I'm sure there's a lot of parents that feel the same way.
Yeah,
this is bullshit. It's not a hoax. The reality is we are in some trying times, man.
It is, and the only way that we're going to come out on top in regards to these trying times is if we take a lot of extra precaution and actually adhere to a lot of the recommendations and mandates that are out there, guys. Again, I want to go out. I mean, I go exercise on my scooter, but I'm out there by myself, guys. You've got to go. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing well, Kimberly. Hopefully, we'll get you on next week to see how you're doing in regards to your quarantine. Kimberly was on with us this week on Monday, I think. Was it this Monday? She tested positive, so we'll get some information from her. I'm honestly thinking from the beginning that they had closed everything from the beginning: restaurants, mechanic shops, except grocery stores. I mean, what was the whole point of everyone going crazy by all groceries, well cooked people? Ya estoy durmiendo. No me ayudó el café. Regards to predictions, I think that we're going to hit, 20, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'm going to say that we're going to be at 420.
And it's not a prediction that we should be happy for, Erasmo, because you know what, it's horrible what we're going through, but unfortunately, we need to make sure that we hold the people that make the decisions for everybody accountable.
Yeah.
How else are we going to do it? The only way that we're going to be able to do this is in November, because at this point right now, the only thing we can do is just continue to tell people what's going on. Be the voice of the employee, because some of these people are so scared, to lose their job. At this point, jobs don't come just like they used to before, and in November, make that change. And it'll happen at BASD. It'll happen at the city level. It'll happen at every place where someone is going to go out and say, "Can you please vote for me this time? What did you do for me and my family during this crisis?" That's what it's going to come down to.
William, when you're on the scooter, you have to maintain balance, so you do a lot of core. Trust me, there is a lot of exercising to it.
You plank, you plank, Erasmo, in your scooter?
I do a lot of planking on there as well. Situation from the seniors. Again, I don't think, and I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that the city of Brownsville is going to let it happen because of the bringing people together. Again, I just don't see it happening. If it happens, great, more power to them. But I just do not think it's going to happen, guys. And
Erasmo, this is like the perfect storm for these individuals. They cannot go out there and campaign on BIZ time because of this condition, this COVID-19. It's only going to be, what did you do for the employee and the children of BIZ that will gain my vote for you in November? And guess what? At this point in time, what has it been, Erasmo? Frankie? Nothing.
Nada. Hi, Erasmo. My son Christian wants to know how you exercise on scooter. Again, maintain the core, balance, stand on it. Trust me, guys, it's a lot of exercise.
The faster you go, the straighter, right?
Yeah, you have to maintain that balance. It is exercise. Check. I googled it. Please do not determine your child's education by a district's actions. BISD has amazing, dedicated, and hard work. Again, and Pati is 100% right. When we talk about BISD, we're talking about the leadership that is making the horrible decisions that are placing our students, our teachers, our staff, our personnel in harm's way.
Erasmo, look what they just sent me.
Me!
What was that? What was that today?
La flecha de brazo.
Thank you for what you do, Albert.
The flash.
Give me a message. I hope you're feeling well. I will vote for you guys. If you run for school board, go for it, guys. Well, I'll have an announcement next week.
They love you, the stalkers.
No, hombre, otra vez.
You're everywhere, bro. You're everywhere.
Luisa, who is running for a school board position in November? Next week, I'll announce next week.
Next week.
As I mentioned it before, you gentlemen are the voice for some of us. Thank you. No, let me tell you, I'm very humbled and very appreciative that y'all permit us to be that. And again, I thank you so much, Frankie. So what happened to Rocket Man? I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh,
me. So I don't have a problem talking the truth, man.
What did you do during our time of what did you do during
for the board members?
Huh?
That's a question that she's asking to the board members. What did you do during our time of need?
Yeah, he's not doing well. I noticed that the president of BIZ keeps only adopting seniors who are valedictorians. Why not regular students? They're not valedictorians. People, please go and adopt seniors. My family has already adopted 5 seniors. Wow, that is very, very
awesome.
Good for you.
Super fast. Put it again, Melinda. Do you still have to follow street signs? I don't, because I'm confused. So does this mean no Team America Part 2? Nada. You got my vote. Make it great. I'll do my best. I promise you, Lupus. Does this mean the Team America Part 2? Otro terco? Guys, any last words?
Hey, guys, stay safe out there. Take care of the most precious thing we have, which is our children, man. First and foremost, take care of them. Any decisions you make, even the hard ones, make sure that they're taken care of first, because they're going to be our future. They're going to be taking care of us while we're in the room.
Frankie, in last words.
Happy Saturday, guys. Again, the county beaches are open. Let's practice, let's be safe out there. Let's practice social distancing. If in case, guys, you are out there at South Padre Island and are looking to purchase some glasses, shop locally, guys. Our friends at Sunglass Forum, they're at the plaza right next to McDonald's. Right. They are offering a curbside sales. So if you guys are in the area and the island, if you either forget your shades or want to be styling out there with a new look, stop at our guys. Stop by and visit our friends at Sunglass Forum.
They have great sunglasses. I love
make you look good, man.
They do.
Erasmo, no mankini for you, man.
No what?
No mankini, man.
Too late.
Tomorrow morning, please don't cook breakfast. Go out to Big E's Smokehouse.
Smoke barbecues are the best, and the tamales are awesome. You got to get there first because they go out
quick.
Yeah, they got good tamales. They got good barbacoa. And really, the barbacoa, if you don't believe me, go try the barbacoa. It is amazing at Big E's Smokehouse.
Amazing. Which one? Big E's. And the tamales are unbelievable, man.
Really great. Please go try them out. Try one time, and if you don't,
you won't be disappointed.
You definitely will not be disappointed. No ketchup. I like mine with ketchup.
Me too. Tortilla, barbacoa, and ketchup.
I love it. Doña Carmen.
Mexicano.
Mi Doña Carmen no me invitó a la abertura de la tercera. Doña Carmen, me quedé esperando. Guys, God bless. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Tomorrow, no 9 a.m. because Erasmo goes to church tomorrow. 9 p.m. tomorrow. God bless.